Yo, what is up guys, MrPantaloons here with the new Opera Omnia Ace banner. So we just got the Ace event and we also have the banner right here. Ace 35 CP, Bartz 35 CP, and VV 15 CP, and of course Ace and Bartz 15 CP. Let me go into draw info right here. So VV, Bartz, Ace 15 CP, and then Bartz 35 CP and Ace 35 CP along with their percentages there. Now we are going to pull on this banner. I'm willing to go up to 15k, but first off, let me give you my quick thoughts, and then we're gonna do the pulls, and then we're gonna do a detailed analysis of this banner. But let me say that we do have three banners right now. So we have the Ace banner, we have the Squall banner, the Lost Chapter banner, where we have three 35 CP weapons, and then we have also the Ramza banner with Zidane 35 in there as well. And to be honest, like, this banner is kind of average, maybe above average, and it's probably the worst banner off of the three. But we've already pulled on the Ramza banner. I did 30k gems on this one. We got Zidane, so we've already pulled on this banner. In my opinion, this is probably the best banner currently. The only problem with this banner is we have Waka 15 CP there, and Vanille 35 CP is probably better than the Waka 15 CP. It's probably better, and that is the main thing about this banner, that we have three 35 CP weapons, and then obviously Squall, who is amazing, and then Zetzer, he's alright. It kind of depends on your preference if you want him or not. Personally, I don't really want him. He's okay, but I don't really want him, and I definitely don't want Vanille. So that kind of ruins it for me on this banner, because I'm really tempted to just pull 10k on this banner. But Squall 35 CP, he is gonna be on a different banner, or on multiple banners, where we are going to have the opportunity to get someone else than Zetzer and Vanille, and those characters are most likely gonna be better suited for me. Personally, as I said, not really interested in Zetzer and Vanille, but would love to have Squall. I could definitely use him right now, although I don't really need him, so in that sense I can just wait. I don't think I will pull, although I've been thinking whether I should do 10k or not. I think I'm not gonna do it. Ramza and Zidane, of course, not much to say here. Ramza and Zidane, they're both really good. Waka kind of ruins it, but Ramza and Zidane, those are two characters. This banner is a-okay. Now this banner, Ace and Bartz, Ace is kind of the only one here that is good. Bartz, he's good, but you don't really need his weapons. Like, if you already have one of his weapon, like if you have the Choco Blade, it doesn't really need his 35 CP, and he's just not that great, right? You don't really need to pull on this banner for him. It's not that big of a deal, right? Especially if you have like if you have Ramza, for instance, you probably don't need the Bartz at all, because Ramza, he's really good, and you probably just use Ramza instead of Bartz. And Bartz, he's not that great at the moment. He becomes great later on, but again, you don't really need his weapons to make him amazing. His weapons help, but they don't help that much. So in that sense, Ace is kind of the only one good here, and he's not amazing. Like, he's not as amazing as Squall. Squall, we know he will become amazing. Ace, he'll be good, but he won't be amazing, right? So you have like a good character with Ace, and then Bartz, who is okayish, and then VV, obviously VV is bad here because there is no 35 CP. So this banner is kind of average or above average, depending on who you want. For me, I do want both Ace and Bartz, so that's two characters. So this banner is good to go for me. And generally speaking, if you have two or three characters that you want on a banner, that banner is pretty safe to pull. If you have, like for me, this banner, I only have Squall that I want here, see? So this banner is not that good for me to pull, because the chance to pull Squall is not that great, right? I have better chances of pulling Zetzer or Vanille, and I don't want those, so that would be tragic, right? If I would pull those two and would not get Squall. So I'd rather pull on this banner. Now the problem with this banner is you only have two 35 CP weapons, but if I pull either of those, then I'm good. And hopefully we don't get VV'd, but we'll see what it is. So okay, now let's do the pulls. So again, we are gonna try and go up to 15k. We're not gonna do more than that because we've already done 30k on this banner just to get Zidane. We're just gonna do 15k. Hopefully we get one weapon. If we don't get it, it is what it is. Maybe we'll pull on the Seymour Terra banner, but right now it is what it is. Let's go. 15k gems. We are looking for either Ace or Bartz. Let's see what we get. So first 5k. Let's see. Starting blue. That's 9, 8, 7, oh, 6, 5, ooh, Zell pants, 4, 3, oh, double 5-star, oh, 35 CP, perfect, and a 15 CP. Alright, so we're gonna stop right here. So this is my advice. The moment you pull a 35 CP weapon, just stop. Because this banner, as I said, it's not that great, right? It's a good banner, not a great banner. So we did 5k, we got Ace 35 CP. I am happy with that. Ace 35 CP is really good. Now the passive is actually not as good as the 15 CP, but I'm fine, man. I'm fine with this. I'm not going to, and I do get a second or a limit break on Choco Blade for Bartz, so I'm happy with that as well. And let's see, what is this? This is Ace Suzaku's hood. Alright, let's lock that bad boy. This one I already have like 1 or 2. It's for King Zell, we have 1, and whose is this? Oh, Bartz, there we go, Brave Blade. I think we have, do we have one more? I'm not sure, maybe this is our first one. There we go, definitely happy with this pool. Now, see, we did only 5k. We can't do 10k on this one. Oh man, I'm really tempted right now. I'm not exactly sure what to do. Let's just go ahead and do the analysis on this banner. I'm gonna have to think more on this one. I don't really want to do like an impulsive pull, because again, if we pull Vanille or Zetzer, Zetzer, I mean, he's alright, but I don't really want either of them, man. It's kind of a waste to pull on this banner. Squall, he will be on more banners. I will definitely have the chance to get him. And I can do, if I don't do 10k on this one, I can just do 10k extra on his next banner, right? And then I'll have, I won't only have more chances at Squall, but I'll have chances at 2 other characters that I hopefully like. So I should probably save, man. I should probably save. Okay, so we got the Choco Blade and the Mithril Sword. I guess while we're here, let me just show you real quick. So Choco Blade, as you can see, it gives you the double hand boost, and then you get the extra boost with Mastery as well. You get like a 50% damage boost to when you got the Mastery, so it's really good for his double hand. But then if you take a look at the Mithril Sword, you get a melee brave attack boost with missile, and the target gets some defense down. Which, you know, this passive, if you look at it, is not that great, right? It's not that great. You do get more stats compared to the 15 CP one, and you get the 20 CP as well. And if you can take advantage of the defense down, then obviously this weapon is alright. It's going to be a little bit better than Choco Blade, but it's not going to be really amazing for Bartz, right? Like, his missile is still going to be great with or without the weapon. The missile doesn't change, it will still take 50% of the target's bravery, no matter if you're using his weapons or not. And then his level 60 awakening gives him like some party buffs that again are not dependent on his weapons. So Bartz, he is very, you know, he's not really weapon dependent, which is really amazing because you can pretty much use him anytime. If you just have like one weapon, you can use him and he will do fine. And then for Ace, we got the 15 CP. Now this one, burst boost, and look at this, self 4 turns max bravery up, so you get the burst boost and also a max bravery up. And if you look at the 35 CP one, we get the Spiral Combo Brave Boost, and that's about it. You get the turn rate plus, but yeah, you pretty much only get the boost right there. So the 15 CP passive is actually better than the 35 CP, but we're not really interested in pulling too much. We're not interested in MLBing Ace because he is a good character. Just he's not really a character that I'm looking to MLB and to use a lot. I'm just gonna be using him, you know, whenever I need like a magic dealer, because he's a really good magic dealer. So let's go ahead and open up Dissidia DB here. So we got Ace, he's a green crystal, he's using ranged weapon type. You can see his stats, command abilities, we can see burst, one hit brave attack. Do we want to go? I guess let's read the global, or we could read the Japan, because we have the level 60s as well, why not? So burst, I guess we can see in global that they are magic attacks, right? So that is... Oh, and by the way, Ace, he has his normal attack is a ranged attack, and then his skills are magical attacks. So he's got both ranged and magic attacks. So he's got burst, one hit brave attack, grants 3 cards, turns to mega burst when card stock is at 3. Mega burst consumes the card stock and it hits a stronger brave attack. And if level 55, the card stock is not consumed when the target is broken, so you can do some more interesting stuff there, but that is far off in the future. Now Spiral Combo, it is a one hit bravery plus HP attack. Again, it is magical attack, it grants 3 cards, turns to Mega Spiral Combo when card stock is at 3. And then Mega Spiral Combo, 5 hit brave plus HP attack, consumes the card stock and grants small attack up for 4 turns as well. So he is really a burst damage dealer, as the name implies right here, burst. And with level 60, card stock not consumed when the target is broken. So what you do, he kind of needs to prep, right? You need to prep those cards at 3, and then you unleash this Mega Spiral Combo for a ton of damage. That's pretty much how Ace plays, and he's a really good magic damage dealer character. He's not the best, but he is really good. And his passive abilities we can see right here. You can see that he has level 60 in Japan. So level 50, What Lies Beyond, this is actually Spiral's End, I believe it's called in the game, and it slightly raises attack power when card stock is at 3. And this is important because if we go to the artifact passives, there is actually a passive for that gives you 5% extra, and on Altema this is actually rated the highest passive for him. And obviously you also have the burst power up and the Spiral Combo, so he's got really nice passives. So we've seen the level 50, slightly raise attack power when card stock is at 3. This one is really good because it gives you a lot of burst damage for your combos whenever you have 3 cards. Then we can see his gear list. Again, we've already seen this. So the passives, again, for the 35 CP you get the potency for Spiral Combo and Mega Spiral Combo, you get that lowered action delay. But then on the 15 CP cards you get the potency for burst and mega burst, as well as a small max bravery up for 4 turns, which really helps with his damage potential, because you do need like 2 turns to set him up, right? So in those 2 turns you're probably gonna gain quite a bit of bravery, so that small max bravery up definitely helps. And then we have Stalwart Ring, which I really like. You get max bravery and attack, that is just perfect for this guy, that is what he wants. And then 4-star armor, HP, that doesn't really matter, but you know, HP, if you ever need some HP, you could use that one. And artifact passives, we've already seen them. Again, this is Spiral's End, it is called in game. It is the best passives. It is the best passive according to Altema, and then burst power up and Spiral Combo power up are also fairly nice. So that is Ace. Now let's go ahead over to, or should we do Ace? No, let's go over to Bartz. Let me just do them in order here. So Bartz, Yellow Crystal, he's using Sword. We got command abilities, Double Hand plus, hit brave attack, hit harder and grant medium max bravery up for 5 turns. Missile to hit bravery attack, first hit lowers target's bravery by 25%, and then with Missile plus it lowers it by 50%, and also raise all party members brave based on Bart's max bravery, grants him small speed up for 5 turns. And these are actually with his level 60, I believe. We should probably read the global, right? Yeah, so in global you see he doesn't gain all those good stuff. So there we go, and then we got the passive abilities. He's level 50, Freelancer Master. This is like simple mastery in game, right? Slightly raised initial bravery, max bravery, attack power and defense power of all party members after mastering 2 abilities. So that is obviously really nice. Although I think it doesn't work that way in the game, right? I think it only works for him. Or do I have this wrong? Let me check it out real quick. Bartz. Okay, simple mastery. Slightly raise upon ability mastered. So I don't think this applies for the entire party, or does it? It doesn't say here. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure it only applies for him, and that he needs his he needs like level 60 or some buffs that he doesn't have currently in order for it to apply to the entire party. That is kind of weird. But anyway, let's go to the gear list. So we know that he got his EX weapon in Japan. We can see the 35 CP, we've already read through them. And then we know he's got a summoning weapon. So look at this, his 15 CP, his secondary 15 CP, slightly raised attack power and speed of all allies after mastering an ability. So I really like this secondary sword, and I am planning to pull on it. So you get attack power and speed for all allies. That is really nice. So if I can get it, I'm definitely gonna be happy. We got the Choco Blade, Brave Blade, Max Bravery. We got his Elven Mantle, Initial Bravery, and Max Bravery. Not the best, but you know, it works. And then the Green Beret with some defense there. And then the artifact passives, we got the simple mastery boost, which is probably one of the best, if not the best. I actually haven't really checked to see which passives are the best for him, but this one is probably one of the better ones, if not the best one. And obviously we have Mighty Double Hand and then Mighty Missile, which bravery damage dealt by missile. I'm not exactly sure how this works. It probably applies on his melee hit, which would mean this one is not that great. So there we have it. That is Bartz in a nutshell. And then what I wanted to show you is that on Reddit we got the courtesy of Mino Spellgood. I advise you all, go ahead and check out Mino Spellgood on Reddit. I'm actually going to put links in the video down below. Hopefully I remember to put them, but if I don't, just go to Reddit. Go to Reddit Dissidia, check out Mino Spellgood. He does these in-depth evaluation / discussions, as you can see right here, on pretty much every single character in the game. He is amazing. So let's read about Ace here a bit, and I will leave you the link to go ahead and read for yourself, because there's a lot of good stuff here. So let's go ahead and see real quick. So we got general information, we got his abilities, we got even the high priority passives. So we can talk about this real quick. So we can see this one is the 15 CP passive. So as you can see, it is the best passive for him. It gives him 30% / 40% potency and 20% max bravery. So that is very nice. Then we have the 2 extra uses, so the charges, and then we got this one is the 35 CP weapon passive. It gives 30% boost on spiral combo, and then we got some more potency, and the final one for attack. And then the low priority passives, you can see that the first 2 are when bravery is over 50%, and then the last 2 are the ones with breaking. So as you can see, the ones with breaking characters are usually the worst ones, and then the ones with bravery over 50%, they're a bit better, but again, they are low priority passives, so that kind of helps. We also got some details in here. 15 CP passive is hands down the best. There you go, you can read all through this. We got the artifact priority, so Spiral's End, this again, it's his level 50 passive, so that one is the first one. We also got the attack, max bravery, and then of course his 2 abilities right here, spiral combo and burst. Ace has a fantastic selection of artifacts passives. There we go. We got his weapons, we know those. Weapon priorities, again, his 15 CP is better in terms of passives. Both are potency buffs, but cards gives you max bravery multiplier buff, which is far more valuable. There you go. We got his strength, so let's read it real quick. His strength, bravery, and HP damage flexibility. With his mega abilities, Ace can choose whether to do massive bravery shaving or HP damage on a whim. Self buffs tied to card stacks. Even if you have full stacks and don't want to use an ability, you benefit from just holding them. Depending on your artifacts, you could have a hefty attack boost for your normal bravery attack. And his weaknesses require setup. Ace is very bursty, but not on demand. Not great for multiplayer or score challenges because of his bad action economy. Takes an extra turn or two just to utilize his kit. So again, you have to build those 3 cards and then you can unleash these powerful attacks. So that's why he takes a little bit of time for building up. Where he currently stands, let's see. Ace is a welcome addition to our roster. Currently ages out Terra for burst magic damage, is more consistent and has a little more utility as a bravery shaver. So he is pretty decent. He is actually pretty good as a magic dealer. Then we can also see that he will get some future changes as well that will help him out. Really quality of life buffs, more ability uses, easier to keep Ace's stacks. There we go. We got some more passives. I'm guessing these are the level 60. Yep, these are the level 60 passives. Ace has a great awakening. Summary: due to the nature of his kit, Ace's requirement for set down poor action economy will prevent him from reaching the top tiers, since as of now the game's meta is all about quick clears and high score. But when that's not a concern, Ace is a fun, versatile character who can get you out of some nasty corners. There we go. Should you pull, he's definitely the best prize on this banner. Ace is a character that definitely plays to personal preference. At this point, he is not a meta character. However, he is pretty fun to play, and if you need more magic damage, Ace is your guy. In my for me personally, I do need more magic damage, so Ace is definitely my guy. There we go, that was Ace. And then he obviously did one for Bartz as well, so major kudos to him. Let's see what we can read about the Bartz here. So we got the general information, we got the high priority passives, we got the low priority passives, again, which are, you know, the ones that trigger when you have an amount of bravery, or if you deal like a break or a critical hit. Those are generally the low priority ones. Okay, Bartz is all about mastery. We're not gonna read all that much because we pretty much know about Bartz. Ace was the new character and the more interesting one, I guess. Bartz, he's still pretty nice. We got his strengths, we got his weaknesses, where he currently stands, future changes. So his future changes, check this out. Double Hand Plus grants Bartz a max bravery plus 40% for 5 turns, so that is pretty great. Missile Plus grants Bartz a speed up buff for 5 turns and gives everyone 30% of his max bravery. And then Simple Mastery applies to everyone, so see, the Simple Master that applies to everyone is indeed a future change. So he is going to get really good with some patches, but right now he is not that great, but he's good. He's good, just not great. Bartz Awakening, not the best, it does help his kit. There we go. We even have his secondary 15 CP Noir Caliber, has quite an impressive ability. It adds on to Bartz's new motif of being a really great passive buff that pushes his team to higher heights just by being there. Its passive is placed just under Mithril Sword on the priority list. It's a limited time World of Illusion weapon though, so be sure to grab it if you're a big Bartz fan. And there we go. Also got his EX. Also just keeps piling onto Bartz self-buffing with abilities and give Bartz the brave plus HP attack he so desperately needs. And let's see, should you pull? To be honest, Bartz is one of the least weapon dependent characters in the game. He's still very functional without his weapons. So if you never get them and still want to use Bartz, you're really not missing out on much. Missile and Double Hand still work fine without the weapon buffs, and when his team buffing qualities kick in, the weapon don't do a thing for them either. Would honestly consider Bartz the dud price this banner. So he doesn't really rate Bart's weapon, as you can see, because he doesn't really need it, but it kind of depends on your preference, right? Like me personally, as I said, I wouldn't have minded if I would have gotten his 35 CP, but I got Ace, and if I got Ace, I don't need to pull anymore, right? If you get either 35 CP Ace or Bartz, you are very well off to just stop and save your gems for other banners that are going to be better than this one, because this one, again, it's kind of an average banner, maybe above average, depending on whether you like Bartz or not, and if you need Ace magic DPS in your party, he is going to be helpful, but he's not going to be that amazing, right? as some of the other characters. Now we also have, this is the evaluation list on Altema. This is from around March. So this was like roughly 1 month ago. I saved the list just to have it, because in Japan right now we know that we are getting a lot of EX weapons, so things are getting a bit confusing. So I saved this one just to have most of the level 60s. So we can see that Bartz with his level 60, he was actually rated at around 89 points, and then Ace with his level 60 at around 85. And now we also have the current JP list, so we're almost in May, so this is the current JP list, and we can see that Bartz, he is at let me see, at 86. So this is interesting because Bartz, he did get his EX. So here he did not have his EX. He had his level 60 and he was at 89. He got his EX, but he still drops a bit, right? So even though his EX helped him out a bit, it still doesn't really push him up too much, right? It just kind of helps him to keep his spot, right? So he's been dropping a few points. And then Ace, we can see him at 83, so he's holding steady right there as well. He didn't actually get anything new, so he was at 85, he dropped a couple of points to 83, so he's holding on strong. He's good, right? He is a decent character. So I think that's pretty much it. That's all that we had. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think about the banner. Let me know if you're going to pull, or you know, what kind of banners are you looking for. Again, if you do decide to pull on this banner, I wish you the best of luck. You probably want to pull Ace, and yeah, if you get Bartz, yeah, I like Bartz, man. I don't know, Bartz, he's an okay character. But if you have like Ramza, I don't know, I'd probably still use Ramza over Bartz. Myself, I don't have Ramza, but obviously now I don't have Bartz either, but I do have Ace, which is, I think, the better price. So we got pretty lucky, and we did only one multi-pull, so wish you guys the best of luck. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I shall see you in the next video. You guys have a good one, and take care, and we shall be streaming, of course, 7 PM GMT.tv/MrPantaloons if you want to see my Ace 35 CP in action. There you go. Alright, until next time, guys, have a good one.